It's not part of you. It's not a personal involvement in the situation. Therefore, you can let it go immediately. And it wasn't. It's very different to anger. It's almost like an actor going on stage and doing that for a purpose. I was very impressed with that because it was just immediate. As soon as that lady went, this monk was as peaceful and happy as normal. And real anger, you just can't stop it like that. It lasts afterwards. So I was very impressed with that. That's just the way this world is. And so, after a while, we learn not to carry so much around with us. It's that freedom, that letting go is what enlightenment is like. And you don't have to read this in a book. You feel this in your heart. And you feel what peace is, what freedom is, and what inner happiness is. Even though the books confirm that, which is why every now and again you read out suttas and just so people know, yeah, what you're actually saying is actually what the Buddha said. But I don't sort of say it in Pali like the Buddha said it in, but in English. The way of freedom and peace. And if you keep following that path, you find the peace and the freedom grows and grows and grows. Even just in the meditation retreat I taught, that was 2 Fridays when I wasn't here. I just kept on making this point about what I call these days meditation karma. I like this idea of the law of karma because it's very useful for actually understanding what goes on and why things happen. And good meditation karma means if you're being aggressive in your meditation, I'm going to sort of force myself through pain. My knees ache, who cares? I'm much stronger than this. I'm going to be sort of super monk. Pain doesn't sort of really bother me, I'm much tougher than that. Or, if you just say, well, my mind's all over the place, come on, get your act together. Or you say, yeah, this is it, I really want enlightenment, come on, I really want. If you're making bad meditation karma, which means like thoughts of ill will, thoughts of violence, thoughts of wanting something, we call that bad meditation karma. Ill will, fighting, never makes the mind peaceful. No more than Mr. Bush can create peace in Iraq by sending in the army. You don't make peace through battles, through fighting, through war. You all know that. But you should know that in your mind as well. Bad meditation karma is actually fighting your mind, having ill will, feeling embarrassed about some of the things which go on in your head. Good meditation karma is making peace with it, being kind, being compassionate, forgiving, being gentle. That's what we call good meditation karma. That's also called right intention, second factor of the Eightfold Path, if you want to know. The Buddha taught that. Thoughts of kindness, gentleness and letting go. And what Ajahn Chah said, you don't meditate to get things. You meditate to let go of things, to be more free, to be more empty, not to have so much things in your mind. Now when we make good meditation karma, being kind, being gentle, letting go, the result of karma, if you make peace, you get peace. If you are kind, you feel the gentleness of warmth, of kindness. And if you are non-violent, you feel healthy and free. This is what happens when you make good meditation karma. What you're doing here is you're going downhill in the mist. You know it's good karma, kindness, gentleness, peace, letting go. You're not quite sure where it will lead because you're still in the mist, but it's good karma, you know it is. And the more you go in that direction, you have to go under the mist, you have to get to the safety spot below the mountains. In the same way, as long as you keep making peace, being kind, being gentle, then you know you are on the path to enlightenment. The more times you make peace with this moment, no matter what it is, the more peace you'll have in your life. The more you're kind to every moment which comes in your life, the more your heart will be big and beautiful. And the more gentle you are with every moment, no matter what comes into your life, the more gentle you are, just again the more freedom you'll feel. This is why, no matter what happens to you in any moment in your life, stuck in the traffic, and get done by a speed camera, or whatever else happens to you in your life, you find you sort of got diagnosed with a cancer, you may not be able to get rid of the external problem, but you sure can make peace with it. It's just part of life. Make peace with it. Don't make war with life. And if you can do that, you'll find that you are more of a peaceful person, because you made peace in so many moments. You do that in meditation, but you can also do that in your life. And the difficult things in your life, things which you can't change, please make peace with them. Please be kind. Your partner leaves you. Make peace with it. It's powerful, of course. The painful experiences in life, that's what we learn from. If Ajahn Chah used to say, because I hated the mosquitoes, because they were always irritating you, and the Thai mosquitoes, they wouldn't just bite you, just like some of the Australian mosquitoes, they'd fly around in your ear many, many times to talk to you. Here, I'm coming, I'm going to bite, I'm going to bite. And that's actually, psychological torture. So can't you just get it over with? Tell the mosquitoes, no, buzz, 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 I'm going to come. So Ajahn Chah told us to call them Ajahn, which means teacher, mosquito. They're our teachers. So you can say Ajahn husband, Ajahn wife, Ajahn teenage son. They're there to teach you something. And what they teach us, how we can make peace with anything. You know that it's a big problem in the healing professions, because I was talking to this with some psychologists in Sydney last year. You know that sometimes it's so hard. You get sort of a client who's really, really suffering, and they're in great pain, psychological pain, but they won't let you help them. You can't do anything with them. And so that's so frustrating. Just like a doctor. Sometimes you see that patient, maybe a young person, so much life in front of them, but no treatment is possible. Or even like a vet, you see he's like a well-loved cat or dog, can't do anything. They said, that's so frustrating. I said, what do you mean? You can't do anything. The problem, I think, with many of those professions is they don't make a distinction between healing and being kind. So sometimes you can't heal them. They're going to get sick, they die, they're in pain. But you can always, in every occasion, be kind. He said that's what a therapist can always do. Be kind. So even if the person is dying, even if the animal is in great pain, even if the psychotic is going crazy, you can always be kind. And never underestimate that power of kindness. It's good karma. And good karma has good effects. And sometimes miracles do happen. Why? Because of the power of kindness. So every time you are kind, you are gentle, you let go, you make peace, you are going towards enlightenment. You're getting a taste for it. You know what it is. The more you go down that path, the more you feel this is what enlightenment is. It's only an amplification of that which kindness brings you. It's a deepening of the peace which you can feel every now and again in your life. It's a more intense and extensive and thorough freedom which you can experience every time you just let go of something. So you all have experience of a little bit of peace, a little bit of kindness, a little bit of forgiveness and freedom. Now imagine what that's like if it expands, deepens, and becomes rich and thoroughgoing throughout your whole body and mind. Now that's what enlightenment is. So you can know it, not as a theory, not as some sort of description, not as some unattainable goal which is saying, yeah, you have to be a monk or a nun and specially born to become enlightened these days. No, something which you can know in your heart. You can feel. Not only in this manner do you know what enlightenment is, but you also know the path. And it feels the right way to go. And you walk that path, whether you like it or not. Peace, calm, freedom. You feel your way there. You don't think your way to enlightenment. You feel your way there. It's an emotional maturity, not an intellectual achievement. And that way, you know where you're heading. And the reason I give this talk is because sometimes coming to a Buddhist society where enlightenment is the goal is like getting on a bus, which looks nice, but you haven't got a hell of an idea where it's going to. Sometimes you come here, where is this going to lead to if I keep coming here too often? Am I going to have to let go of my husband? And does it mean no more sex? Does it mean I have to get to let go of my job and can't play golf anymore? No. You know it leads to more peace, more freedom, real inner freedom. This beautiful happiness, an intense inspiration. That's what this leads to. And enlightenment is just that intensified, taking it to the limit. Which means you don't need to feel afraid of enlightenment. You don't need to be afraid of taking that next step. A little bit more peace, a little bit more happiness, a little bit more freedom, why not? And that's also why we talk like this here. Talk about letting go of the problems of people's ordinary lives. That is not just second-rate Buddhism. It's not just a sop to lay Buddhists and talk differently to monks or nuns. This is all about the path. No difference. The essence. Making peace. Being kind. Letting go. That's all you need to do. And it feels good. So now, you all know what enlightenment is. You all know how to get there. And it's a pretty nice journey. So thank you for listening. Any questions?